Hello, John Adams here. I'm a Republican candidate for the 15th Congressional District of Ohio. My following commentary is based upon an article I found on a website called American Greatness and was titled Fiat Dollars to Finance Feudalism. It was written by Edward Ring and published June 11th, 2021. Today I'm in Upper Arlington, Ohio, a suburb of Columbus, Ohio. I want to show you these pictures here, these high-rise apartments. This is what I want to talk about. These type of apartment buildings are cropping up all over the suburbs in America, which is what I want to talk to you about today. I want to address an issue that is extremely important to people who live in our Franklin County, Ohio suburbs, like Upper Arlington, and really any American who has the American dream of owning a home. Concerning this picture of this high-rise, if you now live in a suburb, you might think, too bad for them, but that's not me. Building high-rise, privately owned apartment buildings increases population density. That causes issues for current residents of having their real estate taxes increased, increasing school crowding, and increasing crime. You might think that this is akin to an invasion. The Democrats who are now in power in Washington, D.C., and their financial backers are buying up suburban property. They are then tearing them down, this private property, single-family homes, and then building high-rise apartment buildings in their place that are owned by private corporations. This social engineering and the abuse of eminent domain by the Democrats is essentially destroying our American dream of home ownership. This Democrat policy of confiscating private property is forcing Americans into renting apartments controlled by the Democrats and their financial backers. The Democrats are working hand in hand with big banks and large real estate corporations like BlackRock, the world's largest real estate investor, and using our taxpayer money to transfer private property ownership to their control. This action is what is helping to create inflationary prices in home values, which makes it difficult for first-time home buyers to purchase a home. BlackRock and other corporations like them are squeezing potential home buyers out of the real estate market, forcing them to rent. All of this money being channeled into these big real estate corporations is being borrowed from the Federal Reserve and added to our national debt. This can be attributed to the Democrats, who are using hot buttons of climate change and social equity to gain the people's support. This policy is similar to what the Democrats did with their attempt at social engineering when they forced busing of students away from their neighborhood schools to schools far from their homes. That Democrat policy of social engineering helped to destroy many of the great cities of our northern states. Now, the end game is for big real estate corporations, big banks, and the government controlled by the Democrat Party to create a new form of feudalism. Only a few wealthy oligarchs would eventually own and control we the people. Friends, this is the wrong direction for Americans. If I am elected, I will fight this destruction of our American dream and our freedom to own our homes. My friends, our campaign is the beginning of the fight to the death for the soul of our nation. Please join me at the polls on August the 3rd and vote for my candidacy. Thank you for listening.